Hi everyone, I've had a few requests to do a base tour, but I think I've already gone through practically all of my main base in my previous videos, so I'm gonna do a short tour of my cave base instead. I think I've only shown a little of an older version of my cave base before, so now I'm gonna go through my current cave base in this video. These stationary lanterns in the main area of my cave base are glow caps that we get from killing Toadstool. We can place light bulbs and spores in the glow caps to produce light, but I can keep them lit forever with festive lights. Festive lights were an item that Claus used to drop during the Winter's Feast update. I used to fight Claus a lot during that update because that was when Claus was first introduced to the game, and during that time Claus was actually available in every season, not just in winter. Festive lights were used on the trees that were also part of that update. I remember that they would last for a long time before they eventually dropped to 0%. But if we place the festive lights in a glow cap or a mush light, it doesn't matter if they are already at 0%, the lanterns will still give off their light. I have a spider farm in this location to the right. I moved the herd of rock lobsters to this area and secured the entrance with a few walls. One herd of lobsters is enough to automatically recycle 2 spider dens for me. Even if 2 spider queens spawn at the same time, the lobsters are strong enough to kill both of them. Sometimes they can get swarmed and get stuck in their defensive form, but that happens very rarely and I can always help them out if that should happen. I have a beatbox area here very similar to the one I have above, though I don't need to contain them here with fences since I'm not usually in the caves during spring and I don't see the bees turn aggressive. I almost never actually use my beatboxes since I'm playing Wickford. I also have a dragon fruit farm which I also almost never use. I've been asked about these things before, but after a certain amount of days, there really isn't much of a point in building other than wanting to build and using what you build mostly for decoration. Over here I have a moleworm farm. This is a little useful to me because they are an easy source of meat. They are also sort of a storage area for minerals. I move to the moleworms when I'm in my cave base whenever there is an earthquake, and I let them gather the minerals for me. Moleworms do not consume what they store in their burrows, so I can dig them up at any point if I want to retrieve what they have gathered for me. I also have a few mushroom planters. I think the living log ingredient in the mushroom planters makes them too expensive to use in the early game when there are easier alternatives. But I think they can be useful in later games when Berger provides more living logs than we know what to do with. Mushrooms are vegetables and I can use them as an ingredient in pierogi. And although it doesn't apply to Wickford, having a lot of blue and green mushrooms for the other characters is a fun late game alternative. The reason I prefer them in the caves is that they are not affected by winter in the caves. On the surface, the mushrooms and the planters will turn into rot during winter, but in the caves the mushrooms can survive all year round. I have a bunny farm similar to the one in my base above. This one is smaller with just 20 rabbit hutches. I separated a rabbit hutch outside of the farm just like I did above, so I can kill a bunny on its own if I need a few carrots to start the process of farming the rest of the bunnymen. Finally, I have a pig farm. It's only half the size of the pig farm that I have above, but I use it sometimes when I'm down here to farm meat and pigskin. I also sometimes use the pigs to deal with deathworms when I don't feel like fighting them. That's it for now guys. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.